So the end is not coming. The war is not coming to an end in 2025. Hopefully.
Oh no!
They've been saying that for years.
But it is a ending year for the world. It is a universal ending year. It's a universal year 9. Mm-hmm. So humanity is not coming to an end. There's no extinction in 2025. But there's lots of things ending. So you might hear secrets coming out about celebrities, world officials, your favorite influencers, families, all sorts of different things. Like someone who's squeaky clean on Instagram with their family. Next thing you know, you find out they're part of a porn ring or they're part of some type of, yeah. So they said there's going to be lots of endings for a lot of people, not only in high places, but middle places, low places. Everybody's going to have to suffer some type of loss, whether it's a death, whether it's a loss of love, ending a friendship, leaving I already said job, leaving a dead-end job, even changing your political stance. You might have been a big Trump supporter and then boom, 2025 hits and you're like, you know what? I'm no longer a Trump supporter, but I'm also not a Democrat. I'm stuck now. I might be part of the Green Party, So there's going to be and they said no one can escape it. Everybody will go through some type of significant ending. But why? Because in 2026, it is the new beginning year. So we have to go through some type of major ending in order to progress forward in 2026. So you guys do not be afraid. The world is not ending. It actually 2025 actually gets us ready for our fresh start. So these endings that are heading your way, embrace them. So that's what I'm getting. People will be moving, losing weight, gaining muscle. So everything is just some type of ending for everybody. Some people will have harder endings though. Some people will. In regards to ending, though, I will say this, though. There is going to be, where is it? More shootings involving teenagers, unfortunately, in 2025. It's going to be something that I feel like we hear of a lot this year. And they keep showing me video games. So I feel like the video game debate could come up as like fueling
kids.
Yes, like it's a debate. I'm not saying if it is the reason, but I feel like that's going to be coming up saying this is what's influencing these teenagers to do these mass shootings, and not just mass shootings, but just suicides or killing neighbors or whatnot. So we will hear about that. And the NRA will be a hot topic this year too, due to all these shootings that are coming from teenagers this year.
What do you think about the war in Ukraine? How much longer is going to go, and what's going to be the outcome of that?
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, Ukraine versus Russia.
That's
a great question. I have no cards.
They show it's going to keep further going on, unfortunately. The outcome, they keep showing the outcome is the people of Ukraine. It's like they're not going to feel like it's that fair. They're going to be like we were defeated, unfortunately.
Exactly. I got not a good outcome for the Ukraine.
Yeah, they're going to be like, what the heck?
Yeah, I feel like it can possibly be another 4 years. Keep bringing up the significance of the number 4, so it could be 4 years, maybe 4 months. But I think it's 4 years until it's completely over and done with.
Okay.
Do you think this is a war between Russia and Ukraine, or is it between Russia and NATO?
Oh. Wow. That's a great question.
They're showing like Ukraine, Russia and Ukraine.
So it's not about NATO?
No.
Okay.
All right. I'm not a psychic, but I think it's with NATO. But, that's my opinion. All right. What other predictions? What else could I ask? There's so many questions, I don't even know where to start. Unless you have something to say, guys. For 2025, you guys have something powerful to learn.
Yeah, I got that Trump is going to pull like a semi-fast one on his party and just the Americans in general on something that he may have, I don't want to say it's like a promise, but like a stance that he had, I feel like it could change a little bit. Is he doing a complete 180? No. But I do feel like it could be a little bit of a fast one. And, he kind of changes up his words a little bit, or it's something that he changes stance on. And I do feel like he will fall out of, like he runs the chance of falling out of favor just a little bit for like a little while, and then he kind of gets
with
back on track.
Republicans, or just with America in general?
I feel like just with America in general was something that's a stance that he had, and it's going to be Republicans too. So Republicans, but a stance that he ran on, and then like I said, he changes his tune a little bit. I actually feel like it could be in regards to immigration a little bit, but there's also some, not just immigration, but there's other things that I feel like he could change his stance on.
They said that Trump was actually blowing a lot of smoke. They said Trump said exactly what he needed to say in order to win, because he knows how to basically scam people. And they said people in America, they said Americans should breathe, because a lot of things are going to actually get better. And the Democrats and the Republicans are actually going to be pretty well balanced and actually be okay with the decisions that are being made by Trump and the administration.
But it's going to take a while though for that to even happen. So I don't feel like that's going to be in 2025 though with it.
Oh yeah. I was thinking
I don't think in 2025 is going to be like where it's like, oh, they're getting along, but eventually, I don't even feel like they'll really ever get along, but there is going to be some things that kind of get into balance, or that they like agree upon. The bathroom in terms of gender identity will be a hotly debated topic this year. You're going to be hearing it on the news a lot until a decision is made.
Okay. I guess for 2025, there's a possibility that someone might announce that they found the cure for HIV/AIDS.
Wow.
There'll also be stem cell research, and how people use stem cell will be controversial, as well as IVF. And they said some people are going to try to be against stem cells and against IVF, because they said that they feel like you're playing God, and people won't like that. So yeah, they said it's going to be a lot of most like religious people. And they said also, I don't know if you hear about Beyonce, but they said Beyonce has a possible skincare line that's going to drop in 2025. Trees will be a big thing next year. They said people are actually going to wake up about how the world is destroying and cutting down forests and just killing all the trees. So a lot of people are going to be very into Saving the Trees initiative in 2025. And I always talk about the political assassination attempt. And they said the year 2025 is also the year of forgiveness. So a lot of people will be letting go of stuff and forgiving people.
So let's go with more predictions for 2025. What do you guys, what is most stands out for you that you'd like to mention?
They show rise of the pyramid schemers. People who say, give me $100 and I'll give you 1,000. They said, if it's too good to be true, they said, do not do it. Just because you are desperate for money, and they say people will be desperate for money, a leg up, they said, do not do it.
Wow.
They also show a lot of young women becoming teachers. They said teachers are, even though the teachers are leaving, they said a lot more younger females are going to be teachers. They said teacher is going to be on the rise. They also show a food shortage. For some reason, they showed like potatoes, different types of potatoes. And then they said a lot more people are going to be nomads. And like, I sold everything and I left. They said nomad movement on the rise in 2025. And they also show small towns. They keep showing the people of the town like pulling together and like homesteads. Like, let's take this old barn. Community. Yeah, more community togetherness. We don't know what's going to be happening with the food, the bills. Yeah, the government. People really pulling together. They said especially in small towns, but they said it's going to grow out. So a lot more homesteads, and you see a lot more animals and farms and stuff like that. People coming together.
I forgot what they call that.
Now, we mentioned celebrities. I think right now is the beginning of the end of celebrity worshipping. This is and Hollywood worshipping. Again, Hollywood becomes less and less influential on people. It used to be very influential. But right now with the social media, people just they prefer to watch something on YouTube or Instagram instead of going to the movies. And this way, the celebrity influence is getting less and less, grip on people. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
I think as people see influencers, they're just like normal everyday people.
Mm-hmm.
They could be at your local Trader Joe's, at your mall, versus them only being in Hollywood or in New York's elite society. So people see they're more relatable.
Exactly.
So
exactly. And
they have problems just like you and me.
Yeah, and they share more. They're all about sharing their lives versus celebrities. You don't know they're doing all these things until like 20, 30 years after their career's over. Someone does a tell-all book, or they do some biopic about what really happened in their career. People like that relatability.
Exactly.
Are real people.
Exactly. But they also said that's part of the mass awakening that's happening, is the kind of end of the worship of the celebrity. They said it's this gradual pull away thing that's going on. By the way, speaking of like stopping this worship of celebrities, or what's happening eventually, they showed, although this is not 2025, but eventually they show that the Oscars or another like major award Academy Awards or something for like actors, actresses, may get replaced. And they said it's going to be social media's fault.
Well, they say people don't even watch the Oscars and stuff like that. They say people aren't watching it.
Exactly. And they said people are more interested in the influencers, the social media influencers, than the actual actors and actresses, who may have went to Juilliard. They spent and they showed a lot of actors and actresses who really this is their craft. Like, they're very serious about it. They're going to be like, scared. They're like, oh my gosh, like no one's watching. What am I going to do? They don't want to put me in this movie. They want to put this influencer in this movie. What the heck? Or no one even cares to see me. I studied for years to do this role, and then no one gets to see me get this Oscar, or, so there's going to be some changes that are happening.
That was all your 2025 prediction? That was all your...
I have a Catholic priest suffers a downfall. There's a school involved. And there's going to be lots of public shame. I feel like there's lots of denial. I feel like parents are outraged. So, and this is going to make major, major, major news. So be on the lookout. And I keep hearing it involves a parish.
What is that?
I don't know, but I've heard the term parish with the Catholics, but I'm not sure what a parish is. But they keep saying it involves a parish.
I looked at it.
Yeah. Let me see here. There's going to be, they showed the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, will actually be doing more demonstrations, more marches, but they keep saying more mass demonstrations in areas that you would not expect, but also in areas that they typically are. So there's going to be bigger demonstrations, and they keep showing it's all to like social control. We run things. We're back in power. Different things like that. That's what I'm getting. Let's see here.
For 2025?
Yeah. They said there's going to be lots of hotly contested debates coming for the U.S. Trump is testy. I really feel he feels the pressure of this candidacy because he made a lot of major promises, and he's like,
he's not gonna keep like all his promises.
Yes, but there's also going to be some things that Trump does that are big, like in favor of the Americans, the public, but also there's going to be some things that Trump does that are classic Trump that are going to shock people. People are like,
your jaws are going to drop.
Like you cannot, like, there's no way that Trump cannot do something in his candidacy that would make people's mouth drop. Or something he says that people are like, whoa, you said that. And he's just like, it is what it is.
And also in 2025, there's going to be people putting like groups together, like basically volunteers to gather immigrants. What do you call it? The people who police themselves. What do you call those people?
Like a militia, like their own militia.
Yeah, like their own little militia. Like we're working for the government. We're working for the man. We're going to gather up all these immigrants. They said the immigrants are going to be so scared. They're going to be going to schools, churches, just gathering up immigrants.
Wow. They said there's also going to be lots of scare tactics used on immigrants too this year. And I do have a prediction for the Israeli war, so just let me know when you're kind of ready to start back up again.
Yeah, let's go with that, please. Yeah.
I got that there's going to be an end to the Israeli war. And if there is not an end, there is going to be hopes of an end. Like people are like, oh my God, there's about to be an end. People get excited, but I actually honestly feel, even though energy can change, I honestly feel like there's going to be a end to the Israeli war. I feel like a promise is going to be kept this year. Does that mean there's no chance of it starting back up in the future? No, that does not mean that. It can start back up just as quickly as it got started. But I do see the promise being kept. Like I said, energy can shift. Okay.
Now, you were talking about the assassination of Trump, and I think you have a video about that on your podcast as well. So, what do you think about the assassination when he was shot in the ear? Was that fake or is it true?
That when the ear?
We got that was actually real.
Yes.
We did a reading on that. Yeah, we got that was actually real.
I mean, that's hard to believe to be fake because it was like a fraction of a second. He turned his head like that. But he, if he was still looking like that, because he was looking this way and he just turned his head and that flight into his ears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Trump's a lucky guy.
And he said that God spared him for his country.
Yeah, but look all the stuff he gets away with. He's a lucky ducky.
Yeah, he is very
He's a lucky guy.
That's scary.
Look at all the stuff he gets away with. The man's just a very lucky guy. Yeah, he's just a really lucky guy. I mean, he's gotten away with so much. I mean, his stuff. What is the stuff that he's might go to jail for? They might get rid of all that.
Yeah, they pause it indefinitely.
Yeah, so he gets.
So he doesn't get a court in their court.
Yeah.
Nope, they pause it indefinitely. But I will say, he said in his chart he has a lot of luck, a lot of luck since like boyhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a former popular talk show host from like the 90s, 2000s, someone like people really, really love, will suddenly pass this year. I also they bring up Kanye West. Kanye West surrounded by a big scandal and it involves Bianca Censori. It's going to be, this is big. It's one of those things that I feel like people are like, that's what went on? Oh my gosh. But it's a big scandal happening.
No, I have world predictions next if you want to jump into that.
Oh, like future of humanity?
Future of humanity, if you want to do that.
Okay, let's do that, please, yeah.
Yeah, because these are 2025 and beyond. So like 2026, 2027, so some really good stuff.
I got that robots are going to be used in the future. And they will actually allow robots to become nurses. And actually, they will really assist the elderly. And they said the elderly will have assisted robots, especially for people who are elderly who have no family. So it'll be their companion.
Wow.
And they said people will actually be okay with it once they see the joy that the robot brings people. And they said also there's going to be a shortage of nurses, so they're going to replace them with robots.
They've been waiters in different countries. I don't remember, probably in Japan.
It's in Kenya.
Kenya has robots?
Kenya has the robots in working actually in the restaurant. I was watching that on I think I was watching on Reuters World News or something like that, and I saw that and I was like, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
Speaking of robots, they said robots are not going to gain this consciousness and take over humanity. So they're like,
no iRobot.
Yeah, they said it's not going to happen. So they're like, humans. This is Archangel Michael talking in my ear. He's like, humans do not live in fear. Like they're not going to be no sudden wake up and they start attacking us and stuff. It's not going to happen.
I was in San Francisco recently and I saw these cars. I think Waymo is called the company.
Oh yeah, they're driverless cars. I saw those when I was there. No, they're driverless.
Where?
In San Francisco. They're called Waymos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
And they stop. They know when someone's crossing the street. They stop. Exactly. They know everything.
In the future, they said fruits and vegetables. They said scientists are going to come up with a way to make fruits and vegetables basically never go bad. So you can have an apple fresh from the tree and it'll be like fresh like that for like years. And they said, unfortunately, they said they're going to manipulate the public and tell them like, oh, this is so we don't have as much food waste. Don't throw it away because it's never going to rotten anyways. So that's their way to cure food waste.
Really?
Yeah. Nice. And this was super random for people who are Chihuahua lovers. Spirit said someone is actually creating a super Chihuahua. It's a bigger Chihuahua.
What?
Yeah, and it could be like 20 to 25 pounds. They said people are going to go crazy for it, and it's going to be the new It dog.
It's like the golden doodle or labradoodle.
No, like the what do you call that French bulldog that people love?
Oh, French.
They said people are gonna it's gonna be like that.
Oh, it's gonna go viral like that.
Yeah, people are just gonna love it. And they said also in the future, Jupiter they will discover there's life actually on Jupiter. And they said it could be a possibility of a new Earth, but Spirit said that it's not going to happen because humans just don't have technology to work with however Jupiter works.
Okay, what's your prediction about aliens?
Aliens are real.
Yes.
Aliens are definitely real. They live on different dimensions, different galaxies. They're just like you and I.
Exactly.
Some of them are low conscious, some of them are high conscious, but they are way ahead of us, millions of years ahead of us.
And they already come to Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are we going to have more contact with aliens in the future? What do you see?
Yes.
There is.
Yes, full contact.
People already are in contact with aliens, they just don't know. There's a lot of hybrid humans walking around who some people know they're half alien or whatever, and some people don't know. And then there's also people who are basically in a human body with their alien side, just like in the movie Men in Black. When they took the human, it's just like that. They're already around. Mm-hmm. People just don't know.
I got Florida will not eventually sink. Or get flooded and be underwater for all eternity. Although the water levels will keep rising, science is too advanced to let that happen. Scientists will figure out a safe and more than effective way to stop the rising waters from affecting Florida in a notorious way. So they're like, Floridians, do not worry. It's going to be there forever. And I also got New York will not go underwater due to, advancements in science and different things like that. But New York will be hitting record-setting winter lows for many, many, many years to come. And it's actually due to climate change that scientists cannot stop, even though it can be stopped eventually, but it's like those record-setting lows keep coming because scientists cannot stop it. And there's also some more major monsoons will be hitting New York in the future. Yes, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. What do you guys see about the Philippines? I'm in the Philippines right now. It's a bunch of islands here, 7,000 islands. What do you see about that? Do you see sinking under the water, or is it going to be okay here?
Oh, I didn't know that. There's 7,000 islands?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. That's good to know.
I heard the Philippines is really beautiful, though.
Yeah.
I get no sinking. No sinking is going to happen in the Philippines.
I'm getting that some of the islands are going to sink. About half of them are going to disappear in the future.
That's the
not
future.
Anytime
what?
Soon.
100 years from now or 1,000 years from now?
No, they're talking about a good 60 to 100 years from now.
That makes sense because a lot of these islands are really small, and sometimes when the tide is up, the island can go completely underwater. Tide is down, it comes down. So.
Wow. They show a lot of abandoned places. Like people were there, but then the water rises and they're like, it's not safe to be here. So they go to another place where it is safer. They said those will be the sinking ones.
What do you see the future for Europe and for the Eastern Europe, that really hot spot right now, what the war is going on? What do you see the future for that? No nuclear war. Everything is going to work out eventually.
Will there be a nuclear war? Whoa.
For
Eastern Europe?
Oh, okay.
Is that Russia and stuff like that? I keep getting there's going to be a lot of threats over the years, but I don't see a nuclear war. It's just constant threats.
Yeah.
And they say it's going to be used also as a scare. It's going to be used as a scare tactic to make people leave, which is interesting. They said they're doing it. I'm not going to say why, but they're going to say why.
Leaving though, but I didn't know why.
Yeah, they're doing it on purpose to make people leave.
How do you guys get this information? Do you tune to the universe or some kind of spirit world? What's the process? If you would like to share that.
Yeah. Well, we channel and talk to our spirit guides, angels, and God. So we ask them for messages and clarity on stuff. So that's how we do our work.
Yeah, like when we want to refer a person, we ask their guides to come of their highest being. Yeah, that's what we do. I mean, if it's certain parts of the world, tell us the spirits that are over that area to speak to us.
Yeah, but it is the way we do. We do have a course that teaches you how to do it.
Yeah, we have the Oracle Card Readers Academy, so we teach you how to read cards,
just like us.
Yeah, because we do channeling and we read cards.
Yeah,
so we do both, and we do mediumship also.
So, do you actually see your guides, or you just feel, you sense them?
Oh, we see them, we hear them, we sense them. All of it. We get all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And how many guides you guys have, each of you, if you don't mind sharing?
I have 15.
I have a lot.
I have about 3 main ones, and people also, they don't know this, they have the human guides and the angels, but they also do have animals too. They give messages and give medicine.
And some people have alien spirit guides also from other
star
galaxies.
beings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So how do they look like you? You just feel like a big white figures of light and energy, or do you actually see some faces?
I personally see faces. I'll see like gigantic wings, but it comes in different ways. Sometimes I'll see like their actual face, their body, everything, like boom, like they're just standing right in front of me. But also I'll see like colors. So sometimes I'll just see like a big, gigantic, like blue orb in front of me, talking to me, or green or yellow, because they come in different colors.
Yeah, and like you said, like you can say your third eye, you can start seeing what they look like. If like I don't really care what they look like, but they'll just start painting the picture from what they look like. If I ask them, like, what do you look like? And they'll just start showing me red hair, green eyes. They'll show me that.
Yeah, and they come in all different shapes, sizes, forms. Like, it's really cool.
And voices too. Some of them are really funny.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I saw, you remember before the internet, there were a lot of pictures, religious paintings of angels with wings everywhere. How do you see these wings? Are they made of light, or they actually look like wings?
No, they actually look like wings. Like what a stereotypical angel wing looks like, that's actually what they look like. Except they have like usually like different colors to them. They vibrate. They have a frequency to them.
So those wings are made of light, not of feathers.
I'd say they are feathers. That's like to me.
Yeah, that's how they're presented to us.
Yeah, is feathers, but really thick, not like the stereotypical like bird feather. They're like a thicker, different sort of feather, super strong. So
yeah. Okay.
Almost like ostrich feather. I would say that, like an ostrich feather. That's how
You're getting all detailed.
That's what it looks like. They said also people are going to be returning back to church. Catholics, Christian. They said religion's going to be on the rise. They keep saying a mass migration of people going to church.
Yeah, but they also said the United States will have, and this is not for 2025, this is just for the future of humanity, but the United States, due to politics, like future laws and different things like that, there will be a mass migration of U.S. citizens leaving for other countries. They want an easier life, but also, like I said, a lot of it has to do with politics. Also, now in 2025, really quickly, they said there's going to be a bad influenza in 2025. So if you have a low immune system, please watch out. Please make sure, you do what you need to do to make sure your immune system, stays boosted. Follow doctor's orders. Do what you need to do to make sure you ride out the bad influenza of next year. But you were telling me I said something for this year, but it was really for next year. I forgot what it was.
I can't remember. They also, when I was reading my cards, someone is going to claim that they have tangible proof that humans were created by the Anunnaki.
Oh, wow.
But this person is a fraudster. They said things completely made up. So they might even go as far as making like a book that looks super old, but they made it out of Michael's, like out of a craft store or something like that. They said this person's going to go through great lengths to prove that the Anunnakis were real and humans were created by the Anunnaki.
But this is not in 2025, right?
No, this is like world predictions.
For world predictions?
Yeah.
Okay. I also got, my bad. They said that a European country will get their first prime minister. Their very first female prime minister. And it's going to be like celebrated like widely in that country. They said France's birth rate falls, but they will get back up. And in the future, humanity, France considers leaving the European Union. The country will be split on whether they should leave or not. That's what I'm getting. They also said the draft. This is not in 2025. This is in the future. The draft will mandatorily include women in the U.S. They said it's going to slowly but surely keep getting placed on the what do you call
ballot.
On the ballot, and then eventually it's going to be done.
And I remember we did reading on that, and they said due to that, parents are going to be saving up a ton of money to send their kids to send their female daughters over to different countries to go to school, so they can avoid getting drafted to go to war. So or going to the military in general.
So they'll probably become a
dual citizen.
Dual citizen.
It used to be American dream. Everybody was coming to America. Now it's American dream is to leave America.
It's true. I've said that. I said the same thing.
It is very, very true. It's very, very true. There's a major cure stemming from cannabis. Scientists will be shocked. And there's a breast cancer cure coming. In the future, the women in the entire world will breathe a major sigh of relief with this cure. Major earthquake hitting the Americas and actually affecting Mexico. It is bigger than a 5.6. Major wildfires again in Canada. It's just like Canada just cannot escape from these wildfires. It's unfortunate. It is really unfortunate. I also got where is it? Paris will be under terrorist attack. Unfortunately, there's a few more major terrorist attacks. And they said AI, supercomputers. They said, people, please do not be afraid of AI. These supercomputers will be creating even better cures for humankind. They said it is the most positive change for humanity. I saw skin conditions at the forefront, like eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, kind of being something that AI creates an even better solution for. But there's going to be also other cures coming from these supercomputers, because they said these supercomputers, they will be able to put things together quicker than the human mind can. So it'll be this will work better for human skin. Do this, do this, do this. And the scientists are like, oh my God.
Why did I think of that?
Exactly. So it's going to bring all these variables together. So it's going to be exciting. I'm also getting well, actually, this goes back to the assassination of a world political leader. So I'll leave that alone. Because you already kind of said that.
Assassination attempt.
Yeah.
There also is a new cult leader coming, and he's going to claim that he comes from the core of the earth. And unfortunately, he will get a mass following, and people actually believe him.
How these abilities that you have help you personally in your lives?
It's fun.
They help us in a little bit of ways. I might be driving one day, and it's don't go down, don't get off this exit, go up to the next one, don't turn left, don't turn right. And this person's there a little bit off, avoid them.
It's a protection thing.
Yeah.
But don't every person has this ability? Because I've been speaking to a lot of near-death experiencers who's been on the other side, and they say that every person has guides and angels around them, but not everybody can sense them. You have to tune to that energy to feel it and to sense it. You're probably tuning to that, you know. It's a fine tuning to the other side energy. This is how you can get the answers to your questions.
Exactly.
Yeah, everybody has intuition, but everyone doesn't have a psychic ability. I guess you'd say that.
Exactly. And that's why we created the Oracle Card Readers Academy, to help people be able to get tuned in, with their spirit guides, learn how to read cards, because it's a great benefit. Your life can, change for the better when you learn how to connect your spirit guides, how to read cards. It's very, very beneficial.
But some people are so analytical, they will never allow themselves to be psychic.
So what do you say about the academy? You're teaching, if you guys can talk a little bit about your what you do and where can people find more about you?
Go ahead and take the floor. He was about the Oracle Card Readers Academy.
Sorry, well, you just explained it. Well, the Oracle Card Readers Academy is, we teach people how to read cards like us. We were pretty darn accurate, and people always want to know how we did it, how we do it. So we gave them our tips and tricks in a course that you can complete in like less than 2 weeks.
Very beginner friendly.
Beginner friendly, and it teaches you how to. It has like 2 exclusive meditations, how to open your third eye, and the other one is
how to meet your spirit guides.
Yeah, and removing psychic blocks.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it teaches you how to read your cards.
Yeah, we teach protection.
How to pick your deck too.
Exactly.
Not everybody could read, the classic tarot. Finding that deck that works for you is very, very important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What type of psychic you are too.
Yeah. We teach that because that's so important.
That's important because some people like they
think if there's psychic is just see visions, but no, you might hear, you might feel.
Yeah. We like to call it finding out what's your dominant clair.
Yes.
Because like I said, if you're trying to focus on seeing visions, well, that muscle is weak. But if you're dominant, if you take our course and you learn that your dominant clair is clear hearing or clear cognizance, which is clear knowing, you're able to be like, oh, this is my gift, and boom. And also with releasing the blocks that we have and stuff, like the blocks that you have through our meditations, but you're able to start channeling more because you're focused on the muscle that's already strong, and you're making it stronger.
And you're enhancing, yes.
Exactly. And the people are like, it's like, oh my
God. They wake up. It is. They wake up.
Exactly.
Okay, so where can people find more about you? About if you'd like to mention your website and the email.
Our website is TrinityOracles.com. We also have a YouTube channel.
Which is Trinity Oracles.
Trinity Oracles. We have a Patreon. We have a lot of really juicy stuff on there. We channel Jesus, the devil, Martin Luther King, aliens. We've done all sorts of crazy stuff.
Bigfoot.
Yeah. So if you want some crazy stuff, go to our Patreon.
Yeah. Our course is listed on our website too, the Oracle Card Readers Academy too. And we have a celebrity world predictions blog. So not only do we do predictions on YouTube, but we also keep a blog up where we constantly put up predictions and stuff like that about different events.
Yes.
Now you mentioned that you channel devil. I mean, is it dangerous for you to get in touch with devil? How that works?
The devil is not what people think he is. The devil is no different than a low vibrational soul. So we just contacted him and talked to him a little bit, and he told us what the scoop was, and we left.
Okay, so it was fun talking to him.
Right. It was actually fun. I thought it was funny. He was actually very funny. Because he was like, I'm not possessing people. He's like, those are other low vibration souls that are possessing people. I'm not doing that. It's really funny.
So what's the difference between channeling Jesus and channeling the devil?
It's the same thing. It's all about intention and contacting them. It's the same thing.
One more question, guys. Name of my channel is About Freedom Show. What's your definition of freedom?
Oh, man.
That's a great question.
Definition of freedom. I would say, well, for me, I would say removing blocks from your mind, body, and spirit that is holding you back from living in your true, authentic self. That's freedom to me.
I think freedom to me means feeling good, appreciating your life, and just feeling good and do what you want to do in life.
Exactly. And freedom for me is being your authentic self. Releasing old belief systems and enjoying life. That's what I feel like. Also letting go of the ego. That is true freedom. It's true freedom.
Thank you for watching About Freedom Show. I really appreciate you. Click on one of the videos below and don't forget to subscribe.